And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to a brand new episode of With a Side of Chaos. This is Patricio, a.k.a. Rocky. And as always, I'm joined by the saltiest dude who always has the right juice on him. At guard. How tall are you again?
5'11".
5'11", from Rockford, Illinois.
Rockford, Illinois.
Rockford, Illinois. Let's give it up for Salty Ed, motherfucker.
Wow, that was such a better intro than Monday. I mean,
I know, we're stepping up, man.
Yeah,
we're
absolutely.
We're going to step it up for the...
I felt like I was a wrestler, and I was finally getting the chance to get hit by a chair.
Dude, I would love to get hit by a chair on a wrestling event.
I you know what? I'd put it in my bucket list. I mean, if I go into a coma because of a staged accident, I mean, that would just that would be okay.
Earlier this week, I got asked.
I could be Owen Hart.
I got asked the question, but yeah, no. Welcome to a brand new episode of Side of Chaos, the podcast that puts a magnifying glass on Center, Florida, to show the world that we're more than just theme parks. We talk to the creative, the diverse, the talent that gets overlooked because of a freaking mouse. We do it every week, and we're available on iHeart, Spotify, iTunes, Spreaker. We're all over the place. If you can't find us, you're not looking hard enough. With a Side of Chaos,
and you can type in Salty Aaron anywhere on Google, and I'm there.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Just be on Twitter with me. Come on.
Earlier this week, I got to do a guest spot on a radio show, and I got asked a question.
Yeah,
that like, if you were to become famous, like, what's one venue or event that like you would want to be invited to, or like be a guest on, like whether it's the Grammys, the Oscars, like what would be one event or show that like you say, like, you know what, I've made it because I'm here right now?
You know, that's kind of an open question at this point, because I'm like getting ready to do music stuff, like real. My dream would go to a festival called Roadburn. It's in the Netherlands.
Okay.
It's a extreme art, rock and roll kind of thing. Lots of strange music, a lot of colorful art that goes with it. It's an experience that we talked about on Monday-ish. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a different style of music, you know? Anything that's like Pink Floyd nowadays that sounds heavier like Black Sabbath, that's what I like. So that would be my thing, is going and working at the place that that's our Grammys. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, even the last time there's a band I like out of New Orleans, and they played 9 times just because they wanted to. They awesome. Collaborated with everyone. So they actually changed the name of the festival to the name of it was Thou Burn.
Okay.
Because the band's name, anyways, no, nihilistic shit. Nobody likes it. Nobody. Only me, you know? So there, Roadburn Festival in the Netherlands.
Now, I know people, in like knowing me and knowing like my demeanor and the way I am, like people would be like, oh, you'd probably want to do EDC. No, I would hate to do EDC because I would have to have some sort of talent in the mixing music world.
Well, you know how to use Audacity.
I know, and that's one. You know what? I'm 3/4 of the way there if I know how to use it.
No, you're like my customer's tip, 0.095% ready to do something. You're not even a full 10% yet. Yet.
No, I would honestly
numbers.
And I thought about it more and more, and my answer, like on the show, was I would love to be at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Oh, okay. Because you like the West Wing.
I do.
Yeah, that's the only reason. It's the only reason. You don't want to be there. The last 8 years has been bad.
No, dude. Did you? I don't know if you got to see a couple of clips of this year's press Correspondents' Dinner.
Yeah, that's the one where they poke at the
all the news
the
networks.
White House. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's the one I would go to. Yeah.
And Biden, you know, going up there the way he does, he poked fun at Fox News. Like there was no tomorrow. And like,
when was that?
That was, I think, like last week or something.
I think I'll go back and watch it. It's very, very timely. Is all the jokes just like timeless or timely?
When you have the leader of the free world poking fun at the company or station that you work with, and you just have to take it, and all your peers, all your competition is around you laughing their asses off. Right. Like, you can't react in a sense of like, well, fuck you, dude. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, there's some people that would love to.
Who was the comedian they used for the the end?
That I don't know, but like all I saw was a clip of Joe Biden just taking shots
Yeah.
at Fox News, which I think everyone does nowadays.
I'll have to maybe put that in my playlist for YouTube later. I started using YouTube, dude.
Really?
Yep.
Welcome.
Elden Ring.
I thought you were done with the Ring.
I got better. And you know what? All jokes aside, this is the most money I've had in a long period of time is because of playing a video game this entire time. Like I gave up doing extra stuff
Okay.
because I've solely focused, but then I get to enjoy going out to eat. I'm eating, I would say, Korean fried chicken 3 times a week now. It's like stupid. Like I love it.
You are living the life.
From my couch, yes.
Okay.
I watch documentaries and yell at the world
Dude.
from Twitter. That's my entire life now. It's Twitter and Elden Ring.
So today being Friday, May 6th, yesterday was Cinco de Mayo.
Yep.
And the day before that was May the 4th.
Yes.
2 days that I love out of the year because one is
and I celebrated neither of
I
them.
know, dude. Like
I did nothing. I disappeared.
When I tell you this, folks, like I honestly God try my best, and I think we do it to each other. We're like, dude, come out to this thing. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna have fun. And like 9 times out of 10, we never go.
I worked.
Yeah.
I worked during your thing.
You worked during my.
I was at Binks. I was supporting a friend's show. And because I was trying to get a spot there, and I got a spot.
Nice.
So my hard work and not going to your Graffiti Junction
trivia
served its purpose. I apologize. I was gonna come.
It
I
was
drove right by.
It was a great time. Attorney Jeff Kaufman from Kaufman and Lynn came out, and he hooked us up with tickets to give away for Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Madness, the Multiverse of Madness, or whatever.
Did you go?
No, because I was drunk yesterday.
Of course you were. It was Cinco de Mayo.
And here's the one thing, dude. I love.
Are you even like?
Go ahead. Please finish that thought.
Nope, that's good.
You have to finish that thought.
Nope, I'm not. We are going to do better.
I know.
We are going to do better.
I know, and I know where you were going with that.
You're Ecuadorian.
You fuck yes.
You're Ecuadorian.
Yeah, and I get called out on that from the Ecuadorians that I know, which is 2 of them, and they're like, "Why are you repping Mexico so hard?" I'm like, "Because Mexico
needs people of the same color to talk for them."
Yeah. And here's the one thing, because yesterday being Cinco de Mayo, I hung out with our buddy Chris, at Taylor Gang, and shout out to him because like he's
black.
Yeah,
totally good for the white holiday.
Yeah, no,
Cinco de Mayo.
It was perfect because like I picked him up, and mind you, it was hot yesterday.
Yeah, it was awful,
dude. It was like
I stayed in and turned on the AC. I know it was hot out,
dude. It was like low 90s.
It was 94,
like at the peak of the day, and dude, like I picked him up. Now, mind you, I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing a Mexican shirt. I'm wearing a hat. Like, dude, I am like
complete.
I am
not
stereotyping my people to the fullest.
Not Ecuadorian.
Not Ecuadorian, though. Not Ecuadorian. But no, I pick them up.
Someday we're gonna get the birth certificate and actually know, guys. See, that's the goal. See, it's not Obama's birth certificate; it's Pat's birth certificate.
And
that's such a good joke.
It's a great joke, and
it is.
I encourage you to even poke fun at it even more.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But no,
so you can build content for yourself, so you can steal it, so you can do comedy. I got you. Understandable. All right, let's see how it is.
So we're out for Cinco de Mayo now, mind you, dude. Have you ever actually celebrated Cinco de Mayo?
Sure. I probably ate tacos and had whatever that beer is, Corona. Up somewhere.
Yeah.
Up somewhere. Yeah. I'm sure of it.
No,
day before and the day after, I'm sure I'll still celebrate.
It's funny how we have these days for certain cultures and certain countries,
right? And
it's immediately, we got to drink. We have to drink on that day.
Yeah, it's excessive.
St. Patty's Day will be like the forever mark of like, we need to get.
That's the white drinking holiday.
Yeah. And then we have, of course, the classic that comes here to Central Florida. And everyone fucking parties on that weekend.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I caught it. I was stunned from. I was like the classic. Oh, the classic. Yeah. Obviously, the cars, man. I love the cars about Classic Weekend. If you go to a certain spot, the Meekum place gets really crazy around that time.
Yep.
And you can go to the west side of Orlando and see the dopest cars just driving around all day long. It's so awesome.
Like
it's a lot of traffic, but if you can deal with it, it is so much fun.
Yesterday with Cinco de Mayo, I loved how all my friends were hitting me up Like, what you doing tonight? Where are we meeting up? I want to drink with you.
Mm-hmm.
And
where did you end up?
So we started off at Banbury's.
Okay.
Really cool establishment.
So you were drunk since 11.
No, I've been drunk since 10:30 Wednesday, May the 4th.
Okay. And are you drunk now?
No, surprisingly.
Yeah. So you went to work today, but did you have a couple of shots today?
Well, no, I didn't come to work today.
Oh, okay. So you just came into work.
I came into work.
That's amazing commitment. I'm proud of you.
Thank you for that. No, it was funny because I had to come into the office yesterday to pick something up before going to the Cinco de Mayo festivities.
Okay.
And Erin sees me walk in, my boss, and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing on your day off here?" I'm like, I just had to get something, from here, and then I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
But then I thought about it. I'm like, that was a dick move on my part. Because like the kid who comes into school and who's not supposed to be here just to grab some stuff and then leaves.
Yeah, but you have an office downtown. You got to remember that.
Yeah.
You don't live downtown. You have an office downtown.
I have an office downtown.
So you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. If my kid went to school on his day off, it was probably because he did something. I don't know. I have no idea.
Something diabolical.
No, my kid's good.
Yeah, no, you got a good kid. He's got a great head on his shoulders. But no, afterwards, my little sister came out, and she had a friend visiting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. She had a friend visiting from New York, and now mind you, she kept telling me, "Yo, you're gonna love this girl. She's mad cool. She's she's into the nerdy shit." And I like it how people tell me I'm gonna like someone just because we like one or two things in common. I've met so many Star Wars fans that are fucking assholes.
Star Wars is too well spread.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's now something that's universally loved, and with it having that universal love gets like all sections of all kinds of people that want it. Left, right, stupid, smart, all the kind of stuff. Hot, dumb, especially after all of the poor sequels that came from Star Wars, and then the great things that were supposed to happen. But now we get this. So Star Wars is still getting money funneled in it to be enjoyed.
Well, that's the thing. Like
Transformers,
the fact that it has the label Star Wars, like people will throw money at it.
Yeah. Do you notice how I stopped wearing Star Wars stuff?
I have noticed that.
None. Boba Fett in the background of some stuff that I might do on a talk show, but beyond that, nothing. I have a shirt that says Salty Aaron on it in the Star Wars text that I will not wear, that I had made for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm upset that you don't wear that, and then tell me who made that for you because I want one.
He's gone.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that I own the design. Anyways, that's why I did it.
We finished with Banbury's, which I got to say, the News Junkie threw an amazing event. Got to talk to a lot of cool people.
I didn't listen, so I'm going to ask you one question about the News Junkie event.
All right.
How trashed was Sean?
Sean wasn't that trashed. Sean was actually, he kept his composure, but it was everyone else. All the junkies that were there, dude, they were hammered.
See, that's kind of why I stopped listening for the most part, is because it's just a drunk fest. The whole thing. Like, I love the content that Sean provides. And Sabrina and C-Lane are absolutely hilarious hosts and do fantastic radio.
Yeah.
But the live events, every time I went, I felt overwhelmed.
It is a lot to take in.
I know the people, and it's still overwhelming. You know what I mean? I'm like, whoa, you guys are nuts.
We when my sister showed up, she was like, yo, and she showed up like around the 2:30, 2:40 mark.
Ooh, that's a rough place to be in junkie land.
It is.
That is. I usually tap out about 1:45. I make it past, and then God.
But like her and Chris were like astonished, and like the fellowship that was there, the camaraderie. Someone bought us Chick-fil-A because we were hungry.
You're at Van Barry's. Order food.
Okay, it took an hour for food to come out if you were to order yesterday.
Wow.
Because that place was just like stuffed like a
was actually, you know what? I got to ask you some off air.
Fair.
Continue, please.
Yeah. So fast forward, we leave there, and I go to this one party that's being held by an attorney friend of mine, Kirsten Martinez. And she has this really badass office in downtown that overlooks, like she's got a balcony.
Okay.
That overlooks the downtown area.
Oh, nice.
And, we went out there, we did some pictures, we had some drinks, we had a great time. And you ever run into a doppelganger? Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care. Not really for me. I'm a pretty unusual looking fellow, so I don't get a lot of people who look like me. If I do, they're celebrities and they're beyond C list. So yeah, not so much. Nope.
So this woman walks in, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, I know you from somewhere. I just said it just like that. Hey, how are you? Hey, I'm Patricia, blah, blah. No, immediately my mind went into like, I know you from somewhere.
Okay. All right.
And she was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I do this, I do that. I'm like, no, I've seen you on TV. And immediately like, well, I've never been on TV or film or anything like that. So I'm talking to a judge because there are two judges there.
Right.
And so I have to be, this certain individual of Patricia who has had a couple of drinks, but still has his composure to talk to a judge.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
that's not a place I would drink. Even that's just like judges and you're a para.
Yeah.
I would be intimidated by that.
Oh, no, the fact that I'm able to talk to these people in high power places and just like have a normal conversation, I think it's more of a refreshing for them, because like even when I was talking to the judge, I addressed her as judge, and she immediately said, no, call me insert name here.
Right.
And when I went the conversation, but no, while I'm talking to the judge, I'm looking through random female actresses in Hollywood to find out, who this person looks like, where are they from, this and that. And finally I found the photo, I found the actress, and I show it to her, and immediately the entire room was like, holy fuck, that is your fucking doppelganger.
Wow.
And it was
so who was the actress?
Carla Giancano. I'm pulling it up right now so I can show it to you.
Carla is going to be being looked up right now.
Right there, this one.
From Sarasota, Florida, too. Did you see that?
Oh, she's from Sarasota. I did not know that.
Yeah, so maybe you have seen her, and then you met the doppelganger here in Orlando.
But yeah, like that's the actress.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. And then like this is the woman who was at the party yesterday, and I know I may have been, a little bit intoxicated.
So doppelgangers were, okay,
right in the middle.
Little bit, yeah.
When she took off the glasses, like it was a lot. It was more practical.
Okay, yeah. And I like your Mexico shirt.
So I had a great time yesterday because we went.
Good. So you were at your own Met Gala yesterday.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. And then from there we went to Thornton Park because Thornton Park was throwing a block party.
Usually are. Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. I'm glad I remembered not to go that way last night.
Oh, dude, traffic was horrible yesterday.
I just went north.
Good job.
I think I went to Gringos because I wanted tacos. The worst tacos I've ever fucking had.
Oh, dude, it was catered by Gringos. The law party.
Yeah.
Catered by Gringos.
Dude, I got Gringos last night. And you know me, every Wednesday and Thursday, I probably grab something Gringos one or the other night. That was usually my 2 nights.
Your go-to.
Yeah. So it's late night. It's like 11:30. I go there. There's hardly any lines. So I'm super happy. And I order these tacos. There's 3 street tacos. They're the blandest, unseasoned pork I have ever had out of there. And I'm like, it's Cinco de Mayo. Fucking work for it. You know what I mean? That's my first effort of the show, by the way.
shout out to Robin right there, dude. If you got to check out this guy's TikTok. He is on a weight loss road to success. The dude has lost over 100 pounds. And when I knew him, because we used to be neighbors, he used to live across the street from me. He's a big dude. And in the Spanish community, we kind of call each other out on, what we are. And like, if
does he know you're not a Mexican?
He knows I'm Mexican. He knows damn well I'm Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing is,
fucking Ecuadorians lying about your fucking transgressions down there. See how different it is when I'm not swearing and when I am. Anyways, can you continue?
Well, no. I actually thank you for bringing that up because I did.
No, tell me about your friend Robin.
So
in the Spanish community, calling you are for what you are.
Yeah, like okay, there's a skinny girl in the group. Oh, her nickname is Flaca. There's a dark dude in the
like the drug or like the,
Flaca, like skinny. That's like
the drug.
Yeah, and there's a there's a dark dude in the group. Oh yeah, negro, ven pa acá. Like you call them out by what they are.
Yeah, Darker in
And-
color, lighter in color, twig, not a twig.
Yeah, look
Okay.
at this right here. It started off at 427. He's down to 308.
Nice, dude.
Dude, that
a
is
lot of weight loss,
and dude, I know he's doing it, for health purposes and stuff like that.
right?
But his nickname, he would introduce himself as Gordo. And that was the name that I knew him for all these years. So when we finally got on social media and I saw his name, Robin, pop up, I'm like, who the fuck is oh fuck. I gave in to the whole, term of endearment kind of thing.
Gordo.
Yeah, Gordo.
What does Gordo translate to?
Gordo translates into fat dude or fat guy.
Fat one.
Yeah, fat one.
Yeah.
And
Gotcha. Okay.
my grandma would always let's see.
What were you called?
I was called Moreno, like dark one as well.
Dark one as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I was Moreno or Negrito,
Okay.
little black one, things like that.
Okay.
And I
Terms of endearment.
terms of endearment. It was never anything, like
No.
hard hitting or trying to be offensive or anything like that. Oh, my nickname was ugly. Screw you, bro. Screw you.
Yeah. Robin, tell me. Never mind. I'll figure it out. I'm pretty smart.
But I want to go back to what you just said right there about
that?
me claiming Mexican, but I'm half Ecuadorian. Yeah, I am half Mexican. I am half Ecuadorian. And
I'm gonna start calling you a Somali now.
you and Mandy. You remember Mandy, our resident Jedi Master?
Yeah.
Yes. She would always call me everything else. Oh, he's from Panama. He's from Guatemala. He's this. He's that. I'm like,
Yeah. It created some confusion for a while.
dude.
That doesn't matter, but I like the joke.
Yeah, no, it's a great joke. But I had this conversation with now mind you, the people that I was with last night at the bar at the lawyer thing. They're attorneys. They're paralegals. They're judges. These are professionals at the top of their field.
They don't care that you're a bendejo. There's your Mexican joke of the week,
That
guys. You owe me a drink of Red Bull. Red Bull. We'll do it with Red Bull.
Oh my god! There we go. Perfect. All right. So the argument got brought up. Do you think that America puts a bad label on Cinco de Mayo?
Well, let's look at that for the facts that they are. Let's right off the top.
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo is a white person's drinking holiday in response to the Mexican Revolution, which the Mexicans don't even celebrate themselves for the most part.
It's the yearly celebration of that commemorates the anniversary of Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire in the Battle of Puebla in 1862.
Yes, but it's a white holiday that mostly only white people celebrate. I don't even think Mexicans celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
No, Cinco de Mayo for us is a Tuesday.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a white drinking holiday.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we just had St. Pat's Day. Like, we need something in May. Come on, the Mexicans they did something, right?
What do you mean? Of course, the Mexicans did something.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah,
but that's the reason why Cinco de Mayo is celebrated. Is the thought process of what I did right there? We just had St. Patrick's Day. What do? We need something in May. The Mexicans did something, right? All right, Cinco de Mayo. You think I'm kidding?
No, you're not. You're not.
And now, with all this, anyways, continue your story.
Yeah. No, so
I could go on.
I know you could. But the reason why I brought this up, and they were like, "Do you feel like there's and this came from a white gentleman."
Okay. And
he asked me, "Do you feel like there's a bad misrepresentation over Cinco de Mayo?" And I'm like, "No, because as a person of Hispanic descent, I don't get easily offended. I don't ever feel like, people are making jabs at my culture or my heritage or anything like that. I mean, if they're talking about,
I am, but not anyone else.
No, I mean, I find it awesome that you want to get, Taco Tuesday. Cool. You are glorifying one of Mexico's greatest exports, tacos. Where, you want to do your shot.
Food on a corn or flour tortilla.
Yeah.
That is really what it is. The ingredients inside can change, and it dramatically changes the dish itself.
Yeah.
So it's not tacos. It's shells. Guys gave us shells and good rice.
And
we're not too fancy on the beans, but we eat it.
They're
come on.
Oh no, I like it because it brings Mexico it makes him relevant for a little bit to some people.
You know what?
And
I'm
yesterday,
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I think of all the cultures that I have ever been engaged with as much as I have, I love Spanish culture. Of all the cultures that I have to engage in, you know what I mean, on a day-to-day office culture, I love going into a Spanish place. Those guys will throw me like $20 just because
Yeah.
I brought it in, and they all are working in the same place.
Mhm.
Like, I go into a white business, we have to do a tax ID exclusion and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what are we doing? And so, I mean, I I inclusively understand that it's a Tuesday for them,
Mhm.
but they enjoy their lives a whole lot more than
Yeah.
other people do because we're dramatically giving a shit about irrelevant things.
And this is where, like, and now the question came up where, but you're half Mexican, half Ecuadorian, and I'm like, yes, but I feel like I live more as I use the label of Mexican because people know me as an entertainer, people know me as a paralegal, people know me in all these fields of work that I do. But
White
I give it
Somalian.
white Somalian, and I give it my all. I give it my all because I want people to not give that bad label to Mexicans. Because here's the thing, dude. Think of any Mexican besides me or half Mexican that you know of a full Mexican. Tell me they're not one of the hardest workers you know. And I'm not trying to put you on the spot or anything.
No,
like
I'm trying to think if I know a lazy one. It's funny. Let's see. No, not that I can throw to the curb. No, not that I can think of. No.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like,
I know plenty lazy people. I'm one of them, but no.
I have had the privilege of working with hundreds of Mexicans throughout my years, whether it's construction, the food industry, what have you. And yeah, they're going to bust their asses. They come in, they get their work done, and they're out the door. Do they drink a lot? Yeah, hell fucking yeah. Do they?
So does
hard?
the industry that they work in.
Yes.
It's an industry thing, not a stereotypical thing.
Yeah. And I've always seen it as hey, I'm celebrating my life because a lot of Mexicans that live in this country. I'm not trying to be, political or anything like this, but here's the thing: a lot of Mexicans that come to this country, they want that opportunity. They want that American dream of whether it's the white picket fence, the working the good hours, making money for your family, providing. And the Mexicans that I know have made themselves a good living. And when you've succeeded in what you want to do with your life, you have every right to party. You have every right to enjoy your life. As long as your bills are paid, your obligations are met, your family's taken care of, live your life to the fullest.
So is this in defense of Mexicans on Cinco de Mayo?
No, this is just in defense of just Mexicans in general.
I didn't think there was a huge,
because
is there a huge stereotype and hatred of Mexicans
in that
genuinely?
Yes.
Yes, that is really poor. It's really poor planning on the part of people who are racist or who put these things into the spectrum. You know what I mean? The people who are racist are indistinguishably stupid because if you believe that this country can't survive without the Mexican population, then you are sorely beyond stupid.
Yeah.
Any culture for that matter gives this country its vibrantness. It really and I don't say this as someone who is an all-inclusive, loving kind of person, but it all gives this country a little bit of personality and culture.
Yeah.
Is the mixing pot of putting it all together and making it absolutely something to enjoy. The problem is that we're creating these levels of divisionism between every single culture, and we all jump to the fad of whatever one is next in line. Oh, 2 weeks ago, I was fucking Irish. You know what I mean? I was eating St. Patty's pies and pounding Carlsberg if they felt beyond a Guinness. You know what I mean? And now it's Cinco de Mayo, and we're sitting here talking about Coronas and Negra de Melos and defending the rights of Mexicans. And I'm just like, this country needs to adopt the new philosophy of how it talks to each other. Holy shit.
And that's where, like, I try to drive. I drive the positive stereotype of Mexicans, because you ask anyone about me. You go to some random person, or I mean, in the industry, or friends of mine, they will say that I bust my ass with whatever I do. I give 120% and I go above and beyond, because that's just like my demeanor. I like to please, I like to get the job done, and I like to have fun. But at the same time, yeah, I'm rocking that label, so people don't have that misconception. Oh, the lazy Mexican.
See, here's the thing. I can't get behind the stereotypes anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I can't fall in line with, the regimented everyday stereotypes, because I don't live in that society. I don't live in a place where it's constantly open season on Mexicans, on blacks, on anybody's. So I don't see the degradation of these things that happen to people, like on the bus and things like that. I know what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know, but publicly, I don't. I believe that, at least in our culture here in Orlando, in the way we actively live the downtown scene, we're already encompassed in having a culture pot of mixed everything.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that I see so much of this, the negativity that comes from the things that are happening elsewhere. Obviously, apparently I'm still living under a bus but honestly, when I see the downtown area, I don't see the division and the racism and the prejudice, at least specifically in the community that I live.
Yeah.
So I've learned not to give a shit about beyond my community.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if Chris Rock gets slapped in the face. I don't care. I kind of care actually about both those things deeply, but I don't care what the Kardashians are doing. I only give a shit about Orlando.
Yeah.
And I sincerely do not, maybe Tampa, not Central Florida. But honestly, I was around Serbians the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many days a week can you say that?
More
than one.
I can't say that.
And I hung out with them. Not even in Chicago did I hang out with Serbians. Yeah. I've seen them in movies. That's what I'm saying, is that our community is so diverse, is that I'm not able to, I do not see it to understand how it still continues to happen.
You and I come from a city or a state that is well diverse with different cultures,
strong lines of divisionism outside of the city.
Wait.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The city itself is a hub, is a melting pot of different cultures, different religions, different, views on life. But here's the thing. I mean, we're all working towards the same common goal of just having a better tomorrow. And,
some of us.
And when I was in downtown earlier this week, I walked by Wall Street. And if you don't know what Wall Street is just like, it's the party street. Here in Orlando.
It's a chaotic mecca of stuff,
of drunkenness. And when I walked down that street, dude, you know what I saw? I saw Mexican flags all down Wall Street.
Oh, that's cool.
And
they planned.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and it brought a tear to my eye, because I'm like, yo, this is cool. The flag is flying strong on this street, and people are going to come together in acknowledgement, not of that flag, but acknowledgement of the day itself, Cinco de Mayo. And of course, I heard yesterday a couple of times, oh, congratulations, happy Mexican Independence Day. I'm like, it's not Mexican Independence Day. It's not.
It's the 5th of May. It's the fucking 5th of May, guys. I just want to get drunk.
Yeah, it's whether you call it Cinco de Mayo, Revenge of the 5th, whatever have you.
See, you have more merit for drinking for the Sith.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm kind of down with that. It's Mexican Independence Day when it's not Mexican Independence Day. It just doesn't work for me.
No, and what I take from Cinco de Mayo yesterday is I saw a booming economy. I saw people, exiting their homes, having a great time with their friends or family, and getting together, have a couple of drinks, enjoy some good music, enjoy some great food.
Provide some money for the state of Florida for your DUIs.
Yeah. And I loved it. And in no way, shape, or form did I feel in any way like stereotyped or any hatred towards any culture yesterday. And whether it's the alcohol that was involved and everyone just wanted to have a good time and just chill, I had a great Cinco de Mayo with the people that I was with. You know, I hung out with Chris, Cheyenne, Melody, her friend Julie or Jay, whatever, Kelly from the News Junkie, all the great dude, Ryan Holmes, Nathan Bass, all those cool people. His daughter Destiny.
You guys, neither of you guys grabbed me hot sauce. I fucking hate both.
Dude, I got there too late and the hot sauce was
You
gone.
didn't grab me hot sauce.
I didn't get the hot sauce.
I had to get the Mo t-shirt instead. Sons of bitches. I had to get a Cinco de Mayo shirt from Mo on the internet. Oh, I didn't even get to go. I had to order it from the internet. It's bananas. It's bananas.
But no, getting past Cinco de Mayo, man.
So now we're on Friday.
Now we're on Friday.
So you didn't go to. So you went from your drunk trivia to your drunken not Mexican Independence Day. So when did you start drinking?
When did I start drinking? I started drinking on Wednesday at 10:30.
Yeah, but when did you start drinking on Thursday morning?
Oh, Thursday morning, first drink I had was probably around 11:45.
Okay, so you had sat through the junkie event for 45 minutes before taking a drink.
Well, no, we got there late.
Oh, okay. So you would have been drunk earlier.
We
Parking?
Parking was hell yesterday at Van Berry's. I parked on just I picked the side of the road and I just parked there, and I'm like my car was an eye's distance, so if anything I could have moved it or avoided getting towed. But we drank responsibly and we had a great time. This is gonna get me some people upset, but
you don't have to say it.
No, I want to say it because it kind of upsets me too. The idea of drinking. Now, I know friends who will go for their happy hours, their bottomless mimosas on Sunday Fun Day, the wind down Wednesdays and all that shit like that. And they're still productive members of society. But then I see the ones that come out and make a fucking fool of themselves.
Oh.
And I saw a couple of those.
I have such a joke right now, but I'm not going to.
No, and I mean, by all means, I mean, if you want to say it right here, go ahead and say it. But I'm going to talk about this. I'm a drinker. I am a social.
What did you do?
No, I didn't do anything.
Who are you calling out?
I'm not okay. I'm calling out one person.
Do it.
But on top of that, I saw many people who literally get to the point of drinking and they cannot put their words together. They cannot stand up. They are throwing up inside of Cavos at 8:00 at night. And I'm sorry, get your shit together. You're giving drinking a bad name. I know that sounds stupid to say, but I'm like, dude, keep your shit together. If you're at the point where
he's not talking to me, by the way.
No, I'm not.
I know internet. I know. Usually he would be, but a good boy.
But no, like if you're drinking and you're at that point where it's like, I shouldn't drink. And here's the thing about my group. Every single one of them, like, I should stop right now. I'm going to get a water and I'm going to stop. And they did it responsibly. But I need to know, like, what goes through your mind when you're drinking and you're at that point where, like, I'm too fucked up right now. Let me do another shot of whiskey. Like, why?
Or do you need an answer?
Yeah.
Do you want? Because we need it.
Let's do it.
Because we need it. And then after we have it, we need more.
Yeah.
And then we have another. And then we wake up 8 to 12 hours later and need to do it again.
I don't understand addiction. I don't get it. I smoke.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start there. How often do you have nicotine?
How often do I have nicotine? I'm not
when you're impulsively needing it. How often do you have it?
Not that often.
Okay. See, that's the problem right there. If you don't impulsively need it, then you don't know the first thing about addiction.
I don't.
Okay.
And this is, like I said, like I don't get it. I don't get that dependency that, like, I need a drink.
You have things that you are dependent on. You just don't know it.
Fair. But
that thing that you do so often is one of those things that makes you a dependent.
Okay.
So that, whatever it is for you, doing over and over and over again, repetition.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you cannot stop doing it. That's an addiction. Bottom line. That is what an addiction is. It doesn't matter if it's, if you drink Sunny D and that's the only thing you drink, that's an addiction. You see what I'm saying?
Dude, and all right, boom, take that, take the Sunny D, flip it to coffee.
Oh, now you're just talking about America.
No, just yeah. Why are we so dependent on caffeine? Why
are we going to caffeine from talking about your alcoholic friend?
Dude, we're going from alcoholic friend to caffeine, the addiction itself. Caffeine is a highly, highly addictive chemical.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Okay. Nah, I don't give a shit about that.
You don't give a shit?
I don't fucking care.
Do you drink coffee?
I do. But it's absurd to think that you're going to start a war on caffeine.
I know.
Is enough is enough? You're gonna make it about caffeine? It should be about heroin, not caffeine addiction.
Well, why get down that route? That's the one thing with they say that marijuana is the gateway drug to other stuff. Yes, it is.
You're going off the rails. I don't know where the fuck you are.
I don't know where I'm at either. But dude, bring me in every now and then, okay?
I'm trying.
I'm trying to talk about addiction.
Are you trying to talk about addiction, or are you talking about whatever the fucking thing you can think of that might be addiction?
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. All right. But I saw yesterday.
Wow. Okay.
I saw people who could handle their drinks yesterday and people who couldn't.
You just okay. So, all right. All jokes aside. All right. So it's a news junkie event.
I'm not talking about the news junkie event,
but
I'm just talking in general.
What? Where? Are we talking about your friend who's passing out of Cavos, throwing up and shit, and then wanting more whiskey? Are we talking about a guy at an office who drinks 12 cups of coffee a day? What are we talking about?
What's the difference?
A lot. That guy's got to go to the bathroom a lot, and the other person is probably shitting themselves at a bar stool. Do you see the difference of when you're asking? I mean, yes, both include poop. I know.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the coffee drinker and the alcoholic drinker. Okay, the person who's drinking the coffee is because they need that energy through the day to get them to the day. Production, work, all that crazy shit. But the person who's drinking the alcohol is like they're bringing themselves down more and more to the point where like they can't function. They can't put words together, and they can't operate as a normal human fucking being. So I'm trying to understand, okay, yeah, I'm guilty of getting drunk and blacking out because, yeah, I've lost control.
You know how many times you're supposed to black out before it's supposed to be questionable?
How many?
3.
Really?
Yep. So when you say, oh, I blacked out last night, it's a check mark.
Okay.
Just know that.
No, last night I got on my scooter and I went to go get McDonald's and I came back. I mean, Burger King.
Wow. So shitbag drove drunk on a scooter last night.
I got to the house. Everyone was just chilling, watching Legally Blonde. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get some food. You guys want anything? And I wanted to get on the ride. I want to get on the scooter for a little bit.
So you got on the scooter drunk and you drove down the street. And here we're talking about people who've got addiction problems.
I don't think I was drunk.
Were you past 1 or 2?
Dude, I by 8:00 last night, I probably had about 13, 14 drinks.
You're still intoxicated by any standard. It was in your system.
Yeah, it was in my system.
Yeah, so if the cops pulled you over, you would have gotten a DUI on a scooter.
I would have. I totally would have.
And you went to, and you risked it all for some shitty Burger King. And again, you want me to go back to the person who's sitting in the bar who's having whiskey when you tell them not to. If you ask me, both of you made poor decisions.
Yes.
So there is no difference between the two.
I think there's a bigger difference.
No, absolutely none. Because both of those people are heavily intoxicated, making poor decisions that they wouldn't normally make.
Okay. No, you make a valid point.
The crux is alcohol. The problem is the people. Individual people believe. I am not sitting here as the fucking Buddha of not drinking, okay? I'm not. You do you, boo. You know what I mean? I already did mine. I already did a stint. I already did the time for all of that horse shit. You want to know the truth? The person on the bar, packed out, drunk, is going to get put in the back of an Uber and sent home and then probably fall asleep on their lawn. Or probably something worse will happen. I don't know. That's not. It depends on if people give a shit about them or not. Mm-hmm. That's really the question. That's where addiction gets scary. That's where it becomes a problem. It's because the people around you have to deal with the consequences of the person who's an asshole. So if you would have gotten a DUI, you would have been having to call other people to bail you out of your bullshit. And that's the problem with addiction. Isn't it? No matter what, the selfish reason of why you got there And then the people who have to bail you out of the shit, not you specifically, but that's the problem with addiction because it keeps fucking happening. You see what I'm saying? It's not a problem until it's a problem. And then when it's a problem, it either gets taken care of or it doesn't. And that's when the real problem starts. It is if that person is willing to stop doing the shit or maybe taking the steps to look at, do I have a problem with drinking? Do I have a problem with myself? Do I have a problem with this? Why am I doing these things? You have no I have no place to judge your friend, and I have no place to judge you. Although that was pretty stupid to go to Burger King on a scooter after having 14 drinks for the whole day. I'm not here to be your fucking mentor.
Yeah,
you do you, boo. Like I said, everybody's going to live their life. My whole thing is this, is if that person is in crisis, then you need to reach out and help that person. If they're not, then you can't do anything about it anyway.
Well, no, and I agree with you on that. But in regards to the fact where it's a continuous cycle,
then that's a problem.
That's the problem.
Then that's the problem, and that person needs to be spoken to.
Yeah,
when they can. You better than anyone should know the signs of this.
Yeah.
And then be able to talk to that person with some kind of reference point.
No, I see it. And I have friends who claim they're not addicted to a certain thing, but I see that they truly are. They can't function without it. Whether it's
absolutely
the chemical imbalance or you just using that as an excuse to do what you do each and every day.
Sure. What do you want me to say to bring you to comfort with what it is? What do you want me to say, person who has been a victim and seen the other side of what it is?
I don't think there's anything to be said.
Good. It's just a fucking horrible thing that anyone has to deal with themselves.
Yeah.
I hope they get the help they deserve.
No, I mean, I have
they need, not deserve.
I have family who fights with addiction. I have friends who fight with addiction.
I keep waving my goddamn phone with these.
I hope and I feel that I'm strong enough with, everything that I do on a daily basis. Cause me, I'm social.
Mm-hmm.
I go out, I have fun, I have my drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still here 9 a.m., 9 to 5 doing my thing, getting work done.
So did I.
Yeah. We're still functional. We're still,
No, you're not understanding. So did I. Through all of the shit, I still went to work. I still did all of the things. All of the things. It only was till the very end of the problem that I couldn't go to work anymore. Do you understand what I said? It's just because you're a functional one. Not, again, not placing blame. Just because you can do society's basic fucking requirements of yourself to do your job and to pay your rent. Do you understand how that can be toxic?
Oh, yeah.
To drinking or drugging. God, you made me a fucking advocate.
I know.
I hate this shit. Fuck. You know what
what's the problem? Tell me what the problem is.
The problem is that once you have someone who accepts that they have a problem, is going through the motions of getting that person to realize their own shittiness.
Mm-hmm.
That is the hardest part, because those fucking people, I know I'm one of them, is arrogant as hell. They are bullheaded and don't give a damn about cannon fodder. You know what I mean? And that's what you're standing in front of. That's how much addiction is. When everything, even though it's burning down around you, the vice is there.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to put that in your mind. Close your eyes. You see the dog with the coffee cup in the burning building? Now replace that dog with you, and now imagine everything is seriously on fire, like Backdraft style. It is burning the fuck down. And you don't care. The people you love, burning down too.
Wow.
You don't give a fuck still. That's addiction.
That's scary.
I can be a mind person too. That's dark. That's the darkest thing I think I've ever said on
No,
this
but
show.
dude, it brings out great conversation, and
It
we're
sure
able.
does. Addiction's not fun, man.
It's not.
I don't wish it on anyone, even them.
I feel you. I feel you. I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that.
Jesus, like
I've seen addiction at it. I've seen some crazy ones. I've seen some stupid ones, and I've seen some hurtful ones. And it's.
I've had two. I've had to do it twice for two different reasons. It sucks.
But here's the one difference, dude. Like, you actually reached out for help, right or wrong.
Sadly,
no, it's not sadly, and that's the one thing that, like, we need
the first time should have been enough.
That's the one thing we need to clarify, that it's not wrong to ask for help. It's not wrong to ask for help. Go ahead.
It's not wrong to ask for help, but you need to be ready for what happens after help comes, because it's not about you anymore. And that is the selfishness of giving up. And that's the problem, is that even you in your cortex and in your world, you think you have absolute pure control, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You do. You think that every situation can be dictated, managed, perfectly organized, and dealt with in a certain way, and maybe have two ways that a situation should go. Is that a general consensus on how you?
Consensus right there.
All right. So a person with addiction doesn't fucking care about any of that. They want to go right into the bar, or go right to their dealer, go right to their thing, and then go do the thing that you're doing. You're at the same event. You see what I'm saying? That's what addiction is. All right. So the reality is once someone actually comes up and has the permission, that has the ability to actually realize they have a problem and then go to the next step, is defeating their own ego, which is, man, anybody who's an addict, anybody who's in entertainment, anybody who has any of those things that doesn't have, who has higher ambitions, or low ambitions for that matter, is getting themselves out of their own head to discover how to be someone different and still live in those kind of parameters. Because that's the thing that you have to understand, is that just because you take something out and then you have to be put back into the same environment. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can take yourself out of the office world. You just can't go to drunks at the end of the day anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So you lose that social aspect to your life. You don't understand what getting help means. It's abandoning who you were to become someone new.
That's wow. That I didn't see it like that.
It is, because you abolish everything about what made your personal identity away.
True.
Think about that. Seriously.
No.
If you spend every waking hour in a bar and then you take away alcohol, what's the reason to go to the bar?
Do you at that point like lose the drive for living?
No, you don't. That's where it really comes into understanding about what recovery and the next step is actually about. Is understanding that there is life after it,
mm-hmm.
but it isn't always what used to be and what will always be, kind of perspective. Because if you leave an environment, like, I'm not going to use me as an example. Yes, I will be using it. If you take me out of the bar scene and I had no reason to be in bars, why would I be there?
Yeah.
I honestly, what is the social aspect doesn't appeal to me, to the angle of putting myself, quote unquote, in a personalized jeopardy to go, and it's not that bad for me.
Yeah,
because you know what I do. I'm a comedian. I'm in a bar every single night of the week. It doesn't bother me. I just don't put myself in places where I don't have a reason to be there, even socially. Even socially, I won't go.
Would you consider that a strength or just common sense?
It's neither. Well, I mean, I don't feel the need. Okay, so where I am in my recovery specifically is I don't feel the need or compelled to use my vice.
Okay.
So a lot, but it takes a lot to get to that point. Truly, like where you're in a room where people are all doing the thing that you like to do but can't do anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You need a reason to continue forth. And honestly, with comedy, I kind of got a cheat code out of it. Okay. I kind of got a cheat lifestyle out of it. I was able to go back to the environment where I liked to be around, which was drunk people. And really, it wasn't the drunk people that I liked. It was the entertainment I liked. So in a lot of ways, I kind of was able to go back to the environment I felt comfortable in by not worrying about why I was there.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave myself a purpose for being there, which was comedy or whatever. I don't know. But I repurposed my life. And that was.
Let me ask you this.
Sure.
And I've always wondered this, and we could probably like start wrapping up at this
sure.
point. But let's say the person who becomes addicted to drinking.
Okay.
And you take the person who drinks socially, or when you take me. All right.
I don't know how you drink because I don't watch you.
Okay. But like you see me drinking all the time.
I know you're out a lot.
I'm out a lot, but. There's a person who gets to that point where they've become addicted to the drinking. They go through their, the programs, they cut back, they get their chip. Does that person now officially just like is banned personally? Are they banned from drinking, or could they not be as dependent as they once were? Because when I was in college, dude, I'll tell you this, man, I used to smoke 3 blunts a day when I was in college.
Yeah.
Now, dude, maybe I'll smoke a blunt a week, a bowl a day or two in between. Like I don't go find it because I know what it's going to do to my body. I know what, I'm going to get the munchies. I'm going to pass out. I'm going to make a pizza in the freaking air fryer, at 1:30 in the morning, because that's what happens. And that's what I do in the comfort of my own home. But there's the person who drink themselves to the point of no motor functioning skills, no verbal skills, go through the process, stop drinking, get their chip, and now are they able to start again to the point where like they don't become dependent of it?
Or I have no answer. It depends on that person's journey. Yeah. I mean, honestly, okay. So in my particular instance, I cannot have alcohol. There is no, under any context, am I allowed to believe that I can have alcohol?
Now, what drives you in not having alcohol?
Selfishness.
How so?
I want to live.
Okay.
That's it. Sometimes the most simplest way to handle something complex and hard for you to understand as a person, sometimes it's that way, is that you are defeating your own human mind. And my mind wants alcohol all the time.
Mm-hmm.
At least I'm led to believe that. At least I am led to believe that. So my best defense, which has been tested, and I know that I can't drink as a person. I've tried all of those methods I'll cut back. Sure, you can go through the motions of that. Maybe it might work, maybe it might not. Depends on the person, depends on their journey. If they go through a program, if they go through a full rehab program and then come back and I don't know, a few years go by and they start drinking regularly, I don't know, man. I don't know what the person, everybody's chemistry is different. Everybody's dependency is different, man.
I think every group has like that one sloppy friend. The one sloppy friend that gets, that comes out, oh, they're going to drink, oh, they're going to pass out, all this and that. It's like, it's expected of them.
Right.
And
what are they like the rest of the time? Are they shitty all the time?
I am honestly now. I am focusing on one person in my head right now, and the way this person drinks. Well, in the professional field, they are fucking kings, kings or queen. I'll just leave it at that. They are royalty in the field that they do.
Okay.
And when they are out and about, when they don't have the responsibilities of family, of work, of obligations, bills, all that shit, they let loose.
Okay, shit show.
Yeah, they get shit show.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Do you hold that against them, or do you applaud them that they only do it like once or twice a week or once a month or, you know, every blue moon that they go out and get hammered? Like,
honest truth, to each their own, man.
To each their own.
To each their own. If I could go out and just get drunk one night a month, I'd be happy, dude. That'd be amazing. Imagine 20, 30 days, dude. You and I get to wait for the one time of the month that I get to go out and get fucking hammered.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Dude.
One night, you would go, man, let's go everywhere. You would make a fucking spectacle of it.
I would. I totally would.
And that in itself.
It's the idea of like the guy who never comes out. And then he's coming out tonight. Oh, we have to go out tonight. Like, it's like, that's the celebratory.
Exactly. So, I mean, to each their own.
Yeah.
If Donnie can only go out one time a month, and that's the one time Donnie fucking shits and plays, I don't know, makes wall art with Dookie because he's so wasted on the side of a public building.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is it okay for that one time? Or is it that one time every month? I mean, is it no different than a period?
I think it comes.
I'm serious.
No. You know, you're right, and I want to shed light on that because it's more of a like, are they hurting themselves or are they hurting others?
They're obviously hurting themselves. They're getting that fucking shit faced. Yeah, making a spectacle of themselves. But I don't know who we're talking about, so I'm fucking ruthless.
We're being vague about it. I'm not putting names or labels or anything like that.
Honestly, people should be aware of how other people perceive them in public.
Mm-hmm.
In general.
I always try my best to be as professional as possible because I know for a fact that I am an extension of my law firm. I am an extension of chaos. I am an extension of the people that I work with and work for, to the point where I don't ever want to be, you know, a headline. I don't ever want to, you know, stain my reputation. Now, have I made mistakes in the past? Yes. Have I, you know, gotten behind the wheel when I shouldn't? Yes.
Yeah, you did it last night on the back of the scooter,
back of
Burger
a fucking
King,
scooter. Yeah.
for the BK Lounge.
Yeah. But I think at the end of the day, just as long as you're not hurting others, take account, be accountable for yourself.
Personal accountability is something that a lot of people, even the people sitting in this room, myself included, personal accountability is something we don't do. Is we look the other way when we do something shitty rather than do something to help out. And that's the truth of the matter. We help some people and then tell other people to just go fuck themselves. And we do that because we're human. And the relationships that we have are problematic because we all have to get in the same fucking bus every day to go to the same fucking place to do the same fucking job. And that's the truth of it. But we got to be going back to the overarching beginning of our episode is people and how we engage with Mexicans, you know, and somehow we found ourselves to alcoholism by the end of the episode. What really both of those things really take into account is personal accountability, because depending on how you treat people and how you act in public is also how people think you are.
Yeah.
That is how you represent yourself. No matter which way you think about it, even if you're feeling guilt or happiness about yourself right now, Pat, it is how it represented. Eat it and do it. You know what I mean? Keep going. If you're not that shitty person fucking up and throwing up at CAFOs, you're not the problem. Do you owe yourself to that person?
No.
Then don't even care. If it's a passing fling floozy for the fucking 2022, then let it ride, you know? Fuck it. Seriously.
Let it fucking ride.
Let it ride.
What are
stay
What are your final thoughts as we head out of here?
Man, I don't know. We had a lot of final moments in the final moments. Honestly, be good to each other. People are such assholes these days, and no personal accountability. I like how I'm the one talking about personal accountability. Are you shitting me?
Oh yeah, and my final thoughts right there. Yeah, the personal accountability is extremely important, and
way better show.
Don't be doing shit where you're putting yourself or others in danger, and just watch out for number one, and that's you. You're number one. Watch out for yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't hurt yourself. And it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. Okay. It's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. So with all that being said, and
don't ask me.
Don't ask Aaron. Yeah. You can't. You don't call Aaron. That's the worst thing you could do.
Yeah, no. That's my final thoughts. Don't call me. You're in crisis. Don't call me.
As always.
I'm just kidding. You can always reach out to me if you have a problem in your. Cut the music for a second. If you honestly have a problem with addiction and you need someone to at least get you through that first day, all right, you give me a call. But it's not going to be fucking sugars and roses with me. You're horribly inconvenienced me, and I'm going to let you know it.
Yeah.
So if you're having that kind of crisis, I will get you in contact for the right people to take care of yourself.
Amen.
All right. Anyways, no suicide hotline. All right, don't do that. Just
reach out to a friend.
Reach out to a friend. Yeah. If you reach out to me and I don't like you, I'm going to treat you like shit all day.
If you're not laughing, you're not living. Live every day to the fullest, but always do it
with vape juice. Chaos.
We'll see you guys next week. From the earth shake.